All right, I think we're ready.
Are we live?
I'm going to sit in the other room. I'm confusing the dog by being in this room. He's like, Dad, what the hell are you doing in here? Apparently, I'm not allowed to
You're like giving us a tour of your house today, man.
I know. Well, I was actually debating whether to go sit outside. It's actually nice for the next day. It's meant to like thunderstorm and snow for like the next 4 or 5 fucking days.
Yeah, it's nice here too. I could have done that, but the blue screen didn't help.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't. That definitely doesn't help things. I'm gonna sit on the damn sofa. Screw everything.
At least it comes with a smiley face now.
Yeah. Hi, guess what? You're fucked when we still love you. But hey.
And a QR code that goes who knows where.
Oh, I know where it goes. I got that. Yeah, I got the QR code. So it went to support.microsoft.com/US blah blah blah.
Can I have a poll?
It's basically that error code. You know, the blue troubleshoot blue screen errors. Critical process died. System thread exception not handled. IRQ not less than or equal. That one I've had 1 billion times.
Not in that one. I confused the dog. I play magic tricks on the dog every now and again. I swear one of these days he's gonna just take my head off. So I'll like do sleight of hand with the snacks, or I'll look throw, but I'll throw catch at him, and then it's like he's like, "Well, where the smack did the bloody thing go, you bastard?"
He's a big boy.
It's like, dude, it takes you through this like this step by step. Step 1, when did you get the error? And you get 2 choices. After an update was installed or while using my device. Well, fuck. Yeah, I was using the laptop, the Surface laptop that you provided me with your fucking operating system and using your Office suite.
Telling you, go Mac. Just why get away from the Windows world? Go Linux, go Mac. Go...
No. Go Android. Go Android. No. Switch over. Just do everything from the droid.
No, not gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you. It just isn't gonna happen. That's just. I get the logic. Don't get. I mean, when I'm researching a break in the shed, you're right. It's on the Android side of the world, but when I actually want shit to work, it's the Apple side of the world. It just is. It's as simple as that.
For now,
I want to screw with things, Android and Linux. If I want shit to work, Apple.
Oh, here we'll do this.
Evan, if I come and join the Evan, if I come and join you, can I have an Apple Macintosh, please? Do I have to have a Windows device, or can I have an Apple?
You can have whatever you want, man. You've earned the right.
All right.
I just had to kick my dog out because I'm pretty sure she shit herself. Good God.
Oh yeah, it's the strips the paint smell.
Oh yeah, it's in my eye. It's like in the corner of my eye right now.
Oh no. Yeah, no. Every now and again he'll drop one like that, and you curl up. You just like, how does something like that come out of that?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, even I can't make smells like that, and I'm good at it.
Oh, the joys of dogs.
So, okay, I mean, yours is a pretty decent size. Imagine that kind of a smell coming out of something.
No. I don't need to imagine it, Chris. It happened to me. Remember? I was sitting on your porch, and he like blasted right in my face because he's, head height when I'm sitting down.
Sorry. Oh, buddy, we're talking about you. I love you, but yeah, for everybody, we're live, aren't we? There we go. You just can see pictures of him. You don't actually need to see me.
Aww.
I know, he's so fucking awesome. It's my buddy.
So how's your week been?
Well, you both hang on, why don't let Ryan answer that first? Let Ryan take that one first.
I've had a very good week. I've had a very busy week. Lots of things in motion, lots of change. So that's always, higher stress, but good. Yeah, you guys know me, man. I always try to have a hoot, right? Like I try to find the positive side of everything, even when it's not so fun sometimes. But all in all, the week's been good. I think exciting times. I saw many people put gasoline into garbage bags and other other non-approved containers.
Yeah. How? There was that, and I was actually going to see if it was a fake, because I'm like, there's no way that somebody, because I saw the one with somebody putting it in a shopping bag, like a plastic shopping bag. And I'm like, there's no, just it can't be. I did a little bit of checking, not enough, but I'm like, there's no way that can be real. That, please, for love of all things holy, tell me that's not real.
I saw people. I saw a video. I don't know. Well, it's on the internet. Who knows what's real and not real? But having said that, there were videos of people with like the standard issue kitchen garbage bag, like the the 50-cent sack, just filling it full of gasoline.
I know.
What the fuck?
I mean, we used to do that to make aerial bombs, and I mean that shit was fun when you were kids. You could do all sorts, but no.
Well, and then that Hummer blew up because people what they were doing is putting 4, 5, 6 gas cans inside the in like the back seat and in the trunk. Because that's a good idea.
I didn't hear about the Hummer blowing up. I've been somewhat AWOL from some of that stuff. Did anybody injured, or did the Hummer just blow up on itself?
Honestly, I didn't even. It was scrolled past and went, "Yep, not surprised," and kept moving.
I'm waiting for the accidents. The people driving to and from and just rear-ending and just a ball of flame and a bunch of crispy bits.
How do these people make it to the age that they make it to?
Apparently by a pipeline not being shut down before.
I don't know. Darwinism doesn't appear to be quite as. We've got too many warning signs, although people apparently are ignoring the warning signs because they are rolling up with plastic bags and filling them in non-approved containers. Who knows? It's I do wish people, again, I wish people would think a little bit more. I wish people would take a step back from the situation and go, that sucks, but it'll be sorted by Friday. Got it. Maybe I don't go to the grocery store 4 times this week. I just go twice. I wish people would take that extra 30 seconds to think. And I don't know how we do that. I don't know how we teach people to think a little bit more. I wish we could, because it isn't that's all it takes. It just takes people asking one more question. I mean, that's really all it takes for all of this.
Yeah, people struggle with that.
I don't know. I wish we're capable of such amazing things. When you think,
but not in groups. Not in groups. We don't do well in groups. Individuals are smart. People are stupid. The bigger the crowd, the dumber, the lower the IQ. We know they've done studies.
The inverse IQ square. Yeah, you're right. Because small groups are amazing. Let's face it. SF teams. I mean, we were
right. And what's that? 6, 8 guys tops.
Yeah, well now SOCOM and JSOC is now 12-person teams, which is actually really interesting. But we were 6, 8-man teams, and and you think about climbing teams. You think Everest. I mean, that was a small group. You think of the poles, Scotland, Antarctic, all of those. Those were small groups. Okay, look at this country. Going out and exploring, the pioneers. Those were small groups, and the amazing exploration that humans are capable of, to your point, in small groups.
We don't do well in large crowds.
No. And yet we've crowded millions of us into small areas. Yeah, not the smartest thing on this planet, really, are we? We want to think we're the smartest thing on this planet, but I don't think we are.
I just got done watching David Attenborough's This Is a Life.
Oh, I haven't seen. Is that
his life story on, and then also like what he has observed. He's 93, I think, 93 years old.
Yeah.
And I've been interacting with nature since I was 20, which was 40 something, 50 something, 54 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they go through the whole thing. They go through the impact, they go through, you know, the deforestation, like all the stuff that's been happening. But it's from his personal life story perspective. So it's even like more powerful.
You know what, if you like that, because I grew up, I grew up as a kid on the here in the forest. And just I mean that I never forget that. If you like that, there's two books that you would probably enjoy. Douglas Adams, our infamous Douglas Adams, Last Chance to See, an amazing book. If you can find a copy, if not, I've got a copy here. Oh, you might be able to get it in electronic format. Last Chance to See is an amazing book. And then the other one is Ronald Dahl. The early books of Ronald Dahl. Amazing. And again, infamous also Ronald Dahl. Amazing books of him growing up in the countries he grew up in, and all the animals and all the stuff. Just fantastic books. Just really, really cool books. Again, ones I remember growing up with as a kid.
Nice.
Yeah, two really, really good ones.
Yeah, I love my documentaries. I do.
Yeah. I was partway through. Is it Blue Planet? I think it is. I'm partway through, and I just haven't had a chance to finish the darn thing.
Well, there's another on Netflix. There's another one. It's another David Attenborough, and it's color. It's about color.
Yes, I've seen that one, and they do some amazing. There's some of the new night camera stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Unfreaking. I mean, again, you're talking to the guy. I remember I was probably 13, 14 years old, and I was in the Air Training Corps before I went into like official military. I was unofficial military in the Air Training Corps. And I always remember we got to see some of the early night vision systems they were doing, and we got to use a couple of them. And this was, 84, 85 time frame. And they were demoing them, and we would go out in the night and go mess with them. And I mean, the stuff we were seeing then, it was mind blowing. And you look at this stuff, and you're like, oh, that's just amazing.
Well, have you seen the new overlay where they do the laser? They do the hotline overlay, so that the humans stand out very crisply and clearly against all the background. It's a brand new one I came across where it's using AI.
Oh, so Mercedes. Okay, again, look, my cars. Mercedes, the S classes have the night vision system, and they'll pull out animals and riders, and they actually highlight them. It's actually really cool. You can, you get double points if you manage to take the rider off the bike and keep the bike still going. You get treble points for a pedestrian if they don't see you, and you get a little point score on the side of it. Kidding. For anybody watching, it's an avoidance thing. Yeah, it's and the same thing. I think what they've done is they've done like image enhancement, so you'll see it, and then it comes up, and a little red box goes around it, and when you get them, you get a little like a stamp on the side of the thing.
Like it.
Oh,
are you blue screened again, Evan? What's happened?
Fuck, I'm trying to recover shit.
Why again? I'm just gonna say this: Apple, come
I know,
to
but
the dark
people
side. Come on, just
do
do it.
shit.
Come on, just do it. Just do it. Ignore the Android thing. Android is good if you want to break into shit. If you just want shit to work, Apple.
Yeah, it's true.
Nothing else.
That should be their new slogan. If you just want shit to work, Apple.
Apple.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Oh,
That's
we need
the
to
new
make that.
pitch.
We need to make that. So whoever's listening, if anybody wants to have some fun with that, please do. I'm nowhere near a computer. I'm sitting here with the iPad. Yeah, I'm staying away from the computer. I sent a message to an organization earlier on this evening questioning ethics and other things, and I'm about to send a message following up going, so talk to me about the plan, because when you get asked to lie and cheat on behalf of an organization, literally lie and cheat and actually break the law. I found out as well, it's actually breaking the law because it's wiretapping. So I didn't think about that, because if I'm recording something and you don't know about it, that's a wiretapping issue, especially cross states.
Yes.
So,
because interstate, you have to look at the party consent law within the state.
Yep.
But when you go interstate, that's a different ball.
Oh yeah. So I got asked to lie, cheat, and break the law this week by an organization that is got
just route the traffic through Saudi Arabia, and then you can invoke their local law.
Well, here's the problem. Okay, so here's the problem with this. They didn't just ask me to lie and cheat. What they asked me to do is ask some of my nearest friends in leadership positions to lie, cheat, and break the law on their behalf. And I'm like, I'm going to take 5 on this one. So, yeah. And unfortunately as well, other shitty news, I am going to have to get my ass over to the UK. So I got to go and probably, I have to have another set of conversations, but probably middle of next month, I'll have to get over to the UK. So I think we're allowed to travel like next week or the week after to the UK. I think they're opening the air corridor. So as soon as that's done, I got to start looking at tickets to get my ass over there. So but it is what it is.
UK, I've never been to the UK.
Yeah, seriously. Like I kind of feel like, you know, if you need some support, you know.
Believe me, I'll take it. And I'll probably even spit for the ticket, to be perfectly honest.
But you ain't gonna do all that, and no problem. Give me some details, and absolutely, Ev, we're going to London, bro.
All right.
Don't you dare use London as the United Kingdom, you Ingrid. We will land outside of London.
You'll have to teach us. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a dumb American about to show up.
There are green bits that are nothing to do with London, and then there's this really nice green bit up north that's got hilly bits with people with kilts on. That's a good bit. No, I'll probably actually catch up with Mum later on tonight. After we're done tonight, I'll probably catch up with Mum because I'm not going to be able to sleep for a bit. I'll catch up with Mum, and I want to have a conversation with her about, look, does she want me to come out? She doesn't want me to come out when she's going through operations again. But what I'm actually going to say to her, I talked to Jen about it, is how about I'll offer up, come out maybe the week before or a week and a half before, because she doesn't know when she has to go, and yet there's a bunch of shit they got to figure out. Go out there like the week and a half before, grab Mum, and then possibly just head up to Scotland for a week and just take Mum up to Scotland and just get in the car and just go drive for a week. So there's some good memories in there, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, if you're around,
I'll be around.
We'll figure it all out. There's dates and stuff and things to be decided, and there's more consultations, unfortunately, and all that kind of shit.
Well, you are a very good friend of mine, and so in my world that means something. And Evan knows he shares these qualities. We take care of those that we love and care about.
Yeah, and we'll figure it out. We'll see. It'd be nice.
Be in places and doing things, and we do it.
I want to go to Scotland. Have haggis. Good haggis. Go show Mum Scotland. Go show Mum, basically drive around Scotland like a lunatic. Actually, would be fun. We'll have to figure it out. Oh, we'll see. There's options. I used to take Mum out, so my driving habits have not changed between countries. And there were a number of times I'd turn up and see Mum in like different cars. And one time I had a Ferrari Dino. Gorgeous Ferrari, and it was the old school one, just the 2-door gorgeous flowing lines. One took one's mother for a drive in the Ferrari Dino, not necessarily knowing that the passenger seat wasn't completely fixed properly to the floor. So I was like, look at this, Mum, and I accelerated, and literally my mother went, whoosh. Now, there's not too far to go backwards in one of these things because there's not much space. But a very surprised mother, like legs up towards the bloody, towards the windscreen. And I'm like, oh, hi, Mum. Another time turned up in a Land Rover Discovery. I used to go out for Sunday drives. I used to take because mum doesn't drive. So I would take my mother out for Sunday drives. And so I turned up with this bloody Land Rover. And I'm like, let's go for a drive. And mum lives not too far from the Marlborough Downs, like rolling hills, amazing, just gorgeous neck of the woods. And we went out for a Sunday drive off-roading.
Nice.
Came back and this Land Rover from like the wing mirrors down was just one color of brown. Upwards it was red or something. But yeah, my mother was like, Christopher, only you would take your mother for a Sunday drive off-roading up to its ear belts in Biden. Yeah, much fun with that.
That's awesome. I got to do the old man. So the old man got a new truck, new to him. I did the front brakes, and then he calls me up like 2 days later. He's like, hey, because I asked him, mind you, Pops, do you think we should do the backs too? No, it's fine.
Oh,
no. Then I get the call. What are you doing this weekend? I can't tell yet if it's he wants to spend more time with me, and so he's looking for excuses.
Yeah.
Or if he genuinely just doesn't yet want to take my advice, and then I just have to work twice as hard.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly both. Jesse's got the same problem. I mean, Jesse has the same problem with his bloody father. His father will ask him something. Jesse gives an answer. Then his father asks like 3 other freaking people, and then goes, "Oh yeah, you were right." What the fuck? And he still does that. And it's just like Jesse's like, at which point do the parents actually realize the kids might know 1 or 2 things? Apparently never, apparently.
He slowly, hey, he got a new truck, and I helped pick it out for him. So he at least
nice.
We're starting to make that transition.
Speaking of trucks and cars, what's going on with your world? Did you manage to have you exfiltrated the thing yet?
I have not yet. Mainly just haven't had the time to get to the dealer and deal with the crap. But I did the rear brakes on it 2 days ago, a day ago. I don't know. It's all blurry. But when I lowered it back down, lo and behold, there was a little puddle of power steering fluid. So it's just slowly doing things where I'm like, at this mileage, at this year, I shouldn't have these problems.
Why are you putting money into doing the brakes when you just need to drive it in there?
Well, no, make it go away. They need to do
No. Take it in and go make it go away. Do you need me to come up there and help you with the make it go away conversation?
Negotiate a new car for me, maybe?
Yeah, pretty much. I got zero problem. You know me well enough on that one, and believe me, I got the experience. Well, yeah, we got plenty of time to do that one.
Yeah, but the problem is I'll go out to buy a car with you, and then when I get home, I'll love the car, and my wife will be very angry at both of us.
We can have a pre-negotiation on like what's acceptable, what badges are allowed in the garage, what levels of badges.
But she don't care about all that. What's the payment? That's her. She's the money manager of the household. So
got it. Well, we can figure that one out. I mean, that's always negotiable because I mean, with the cars I have, I pay for some and the company pays for some, and so therefore there's like a nice offset on that one.
Yeah,
the research company pays for some of it, and that way it's just like it's only ever a certain amount. It might be so much easier that way.
I like that idea. Oh, good Lord. That damn cough's back. It's not the COVID. It's the every 6 weeks I freaking flare up and yeah. I talked to the doctor again about it too, and it's the same deal. I'm like, what is it? And they're like, we don't know. I'm like, okay, off the record, what is it? They're like, you have the COVID lung. You'll find out about it soon when enough people have gone through enough cycles of I had it, and there's still like these residual. And I'm like, okay, but on record, what is it? They're like, we don't know.
No, yeah.
Take your inhalers.
I got
How's you sound much better. So did you just have a standard crud allergy?
No, I'm doing my best. That's why I'm actually drinking this, and I've been nibbling on lozenges, and I've been making a concerted effort to not cough because whenever it was I went in, they were like, okay, 1, you don't have COVID, so that's a good thing, which was nice. What I have is allergies and basically walking pneumonia. So they said you got the early onsets of walking pneumonia. their attitude was, look, you know, they did the chest samples and tests and all that kind of stuff, and they're like, yeah, you kind of sound like a blocked drain. I'm like, all right, good to know. And they're like, basically, don't cough. Oh shit! I will take. I might disappear off in a second. I need to go take another dose. It's like 12 hours apart on one system, and then I need to squirt stuff up my nose like 3 times a day. So been doing that. I've been taking. I've just been making sure I've been staying hydrated, and also taking just throat lozenges and just doing my fucking damnedest to not cough and give the lungs a chance to repair.
So you got to play. You got to play the fun game of, is it the plague or is it allergies?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I'm sitting there. I'm like, you know, I got the second shot. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago tomorrow, I got the second shot, and I'm like, a couple of days I was funky, no two ways about it. And then I'm like, it's good. And then I just went down, and I'm like, the hell's going on? And I munched my way through. I think, well, in one day I went, and people are going to be, you know, this is what it is. I remember having an Allegra, and that felt like it touched it a bit, but not properly. So then I had a Zyrtec. I then had some other stuff. Then I took a NyQuil and Dayquil. And then I'm like, fuck it. And I drowned it in alcohol. And I'm like, okay, now I feel better. I can actually, but I'm like, can't really do that every single day. So I kicked off to urgent care, and they, you know, they at least told me what the smell was. Now, what I do need to do is go get a whole bunch of allergy tests and figure out what the hell it is, and then I can actually figure out when I kind of need to be on wherever I need to be on.
I like it. Let's do an old man medication break. You go get yours. I'm going to get mine. Evan's going to get Jeopardy set up. And when
you can't fucking do this. You cocksuckers have been talking the whole time, and I've been sitting here.
Is it still crashed? We don't have to do Jeopardy night.
No,
fuck it. Take a
no,
break.
it's not. No, I'm good to go. I'm waiting for you guys.
Oh, well, you just told us to shut up a while ago.
No, keep talking. You guys haven't gotten a chance to talk. We're good.
No, this is good. This is good. It's needed. It's I put actually, it was nice last night. Yesterday was a rough one, so it was nice last night just sitting down. I know whatever time it was this morning. I had the music on. I mean, good grief, if I didn't have music, who knows? I had the headphones on, and I'm like, I need to change. I need to switch my mindset. And I started, basically, Ryan, it was kind of your mindset. I kind of went to your mindset. I'm like, what am I grateful for? And I started to think about that. And I'm like, you know what? I could do a LinkedIn post on it. And I'm going to actually sit down and write enough of what I feel grateful for that it kicks that mindset over to that feeling. And it really helped. It was an interesting exercise. I very, very rarely have I ever done anything like that, but it was good because I'm just sitting there and I'm like, you know, I'm grateful for the fact that somebody comes in and picks up dog poo for me, for God's sakes. I'm like, seriously. And I was thinking about, you know, I was thinking about Jen and you guys and just everybody on LinkedIn that just kind of hangs out with me and talks and stuff like that. And it's just, and I'm like, okay, and the music and just other things and the cars and stuff. And it's like, all right, despite all the other lunacy, there's good stuff. And so let's spend a little bit of time just trying to focus on that. So it's actually, it's a good exercise. I'm
glad to hear you did that, man. I really am. Because it's, I've always said happiness is a mindset and it's a choice.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need a grounding, you know, when depression or anxiety or worry or anger or any of that comes up. If you can remember to ground yourself in the moment and go, wait a second, do I really have something to be upset about? I remember once I got mad because I was trying to fix a pipe and the water wouldn't quit running. And I was about to have like a meltdown and rip the cabinet out. Like, we're getting a whole new vanity. We're getting a whole new wall.
Right. Yeah.
And I went, wait, you're about to lose your shit because unlimited clean drinking water won't stop flowing into your house.
Yeah.
You need a perspective check. You need to take a breath and you need to look at it a little different. So
yeah,
I got to hit my inhaler. I'm going to sit and choke all night. So I'll be right back.
All right. You get your inhaler. I need to go. I do need to go take. I need to take them because if I don't, it'll be like 2 hours. And
then I'm going too.
I'll go do. I might actually go back on the other computer. As much nice as it is sitting here, It's actually not the most comfortable thing on the planet to sit and do this because I actually have to look slightly sideways. Here, you can look at the dog while I go get my drugs. Oh, my God. You can stay here for a wee second. Here. Let me keep everybody company for a minute.
Yes, Vicky. Old people drugs. So I don't know if Chris knows, but I definitely don't know what the Jeopardy categories are tonight, but I'm really excited to find out. I know Evan is super creative with this stuff, so. This is the moment of silence portion of the podcast.
All right. I got my old man drugs.
We lost Evan somewhere along the way.
So we had sushi this evening, which was nice. We went out and hung out with so Jen's mum illustrates children's books, and there's a fairly famous author that's done 40 or 50 children's books, and Jen's mum does like all the color palettes, and and she does she helps do all the illustrations for all of that and all the other stuff. So we went out with Rosemary and Jen and did and her mum and had sushi this evening. So that was nice. It was actually just like one of those, hey, you guys are available tonight because Rosemary's in town. They're working on the next book, so we've got insight into the next book. So totally fun.
Nice. That's cool,
totally man. Fun.
Evan's taking a nap. Is that what's happening? Did he go to sleep?
We've lost Evan.
He might have got gone to bed.
I'm gonna lay here until I'm just not bothered about laying here, and I might go back on the computer, but I'm kind of in the we also got a new here. So we're doing a bunch of stuff, or hanging out with the guys in the UK that do the watches for some of the more interesting teams over there, called Elliot Brown. And I have one of the watches from those very interesting teams because I was in one of those interesting teams. And then we ended up getting we got the watches for like all the HHS crew and some of the folks in the National Guard and some other ones. They just came out with another one and it arrived in the post. So
nice. It's so clean.
Well, so here's the interesting part about it. The band on it, they've actually teamed up with a woolen mill in the UK that uses like the old way of doing these things. So they've made those. The color is from World War II, and it's like no visible light color. It's an amazing one. It's totally cool. So yeah, really kind of geeking out over this one, and we picked up a couple of them. So
well, it looks chunky. Looks like it's got a good heavy mill to it.
Yeah, it does, but it's crazy simple to wear. It's it's one of those ones where, and they do automatics. They have a one line of automatics, which are nice, but these are quartz. And I hate to say it, as many of the like autos as I have, I kind of like the quartz because I can just pick the stupid thing up and wear it and not have to worry about making sure it's wound or it's on the right freaking time zone, or if it's the 24-hour, I've got to figure out how many freaking different ways I've got to sort out, or especially if it's one of the other ones I've got. I need to get a watch winder or 2 or 3. There we go. Yes, so really happy with it. Hell yeah. I feel like I'm like relaxed in my chaise lounge.
You're doing the well.
Yeah, it's like fuck it, I'm done. I've had enough. If I can get an Apple Mac, I'm gonna come work for you. It's as simple as that. And it really just what it fucking comes down to at this point in time. Screw it. I'm done. Oh dear. Why do I get myself into these situations? Would somebody mind actually explaining that one to me? We did a dance for 2.5 months. Anyway, we digress. Let's go back to what are we doing? We're doing Jeopardy, aren't we? Are we doing Jeopardy? I have no clue.
We're 40 minutes in.
We are. Well, we don't have to. We do Jeopardy next week. Fuck it. We're not going to do Jeopardy next week. We just talk. Talk is good. I think talk is needed this week. Oh, do you want to see something that's funny? Here, I very rarely do. I will blow my own trumpet just for a second. Fuck it. Because I'm looking at it. It's on the wall. Hang on. You're all aware of my indiscretion on certain airlines. So when that all flared up, apparently aside from just the United Kingdom and my mother calling me because I was on the front page of the British news, this is from the Russian newspaper. I was actually, if you notice, that's from Gurkon. You recognize the freaking inflatable bloody, the inflatable dinosaur from Gurkon? They got my picture from Gurkon, and they actually have, it's all in Russian, apparently about how it actually happened. It's freaking awesome. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, there's some fun shit in here. You guys have nobody's ever really seen this. Is like this. I don't think there's anything that shouldn't be seen. Let me just make sure. Yeah, this is like, that's an Eddie Mize picture. This is just like some of the lab space stuff. Yeah, this has never really seen any of this stuff. Almost every single one of these patches is from like something I've been involved in or something I got dragged into for something else. Some of the ones that I've actually stolen from companies that we might have actually done some bits and pieces for. This one, yay for us. Some awesome ones, Therapic ones. Death Wish copy. This one actually I got while I was maybe doing a little bit of sightseeing tour in that general neck of the woods many years ago. That was a fun one. We'll just leave it at that one. Everybody remembers this one. That came from a very, very good friend of mine who used to fly those for the SF teams. I like that one. That is that's one of my former. That's my former bunch. What else we have? There's all sorts of fun shit, and there's just like a whole bunch of the badges that I've put up from various different conferences. A couple of the black badges are up there, and various other things. Just fun shit.
That's cool, man.
Okay. So here's another question: have you ever bloody? You know the Teespring where you like sponsor a T-shirt or you sponsor something and eventually it shows up on Teespring when enough people buy it? So this showed up today. Eat, sleep, hacks, and repeat. I have no fucking clue what the hell I did, where I sponsored, who I might have given money to, or any of that shit. I just have absolutely no clue. There's my Apple Mac. So this is the Apple Mac that'll beat even your damn Windows systems that you have. It's a proper Apple Mac.
That won't blue screen.
It won't blue screen. It won't blue. It'll definitely won't blue screen. Yeah, some crazy shit. That's where Jen sits and tries to actually make sure that I don't do too many stupid things on this planet. Those are all, for those of you that have your DEF CON folklore, if you know Lost's challenges, those are the plates that Eddie did and a bunch of other folks did for DEF CON a couple of years ago now, where they did all the challenges for one of the challenge sets. So those are all the plates from those. Some fun stuff on there. Hey, buddy, you okay? There we have my wolf mutt. All right. Let's walk around the office part of the lab space, and the rest of the lab space I can't show you because I just can't. And this is yours. Why is it sitting on the sofa? Do you mind telling me? Oh. All right. Hey, back again.
I like the casual here. You're just like, hey.
Yeah, I'm laying on the damn sofa. I got Milo over here. I'm just kind of like hugging him. So we do that.
Lost Evan again. Is there like a Zoom black hole? Did he blue screen again?
Possibly, I think so.
No.
He's given up.
I'm here. I'm just not sharing video.
Oh, okay.
You okay?
I'm good.
Cool. Yeah, just hanging. It's one of those nights tonight, I think. We'll talk about ethics and morals. That'd be a fun conversation.
So it's interesting you say that. Ethics is one of those things that comes in different levels and flavors. For example, there is the ethics of care, which, and I probably will quote this wrong, so anyone listening and Googling, feel free to put corrective stuff in the chat. But the idea behind the ethics of care is that you taking care of you and yours supersedes the greater good. And then there's another form of ethics that I can't remember the name of that states that putting the greater good first at your own personal sacrifice is the correct ethical decision. And those two ethical standards are generally in conflict with each other.
Yeah, because that's that whole one for all for one thing, or the Spock, and depends which version of Star Trek, Spock or Kirk, self-sacrifice to save everybody else shenanigans. Oh, dear.
Actually, I have a paper, academic paper floating around out there somewhere that I did on the ethics of care. I ran into a situation in the workplace, right? Things weren't quite right. I was being asked to do some things. You're describing a situation that while mine was different, the high levels were not. And I had
interesting.
And I had to make a judgment call as to do I do the right thing and raise the alarm here? Yeah. Or do I protect myself, my career, my family, and just duck and weave out and not make a big stink on the way?
Yeah. No, I would, yeah. I mean, we don't have to go into it. I can imagine what you probably did, to be perfectly honest, but I wouldn't want to assume. I can imagine, given who you are, that
I fought the good fight, and then I had to take care of me and mine.
Yeah, exactly. You get to a point where you're like, I can't fight this. It was actually interesting. I was talking to somebody the other day who was like, well, I would have just said no and hit a resignation notice. And I'm like, I get it, but I don't have that financial float to do that. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't want to have to jeopardize, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I said, but so, to me, it's, you have the conversation, you go, look, why has this come up? Which is where we started. And then it was, well, everybody's doing it. I'm like, I beg to differ, because I have, and I actually talked to some folks. I have, a wide variety, you guys included, a wide variety of people who were less than impressed with the direction that was being proposed. Therefore, I don't think it's quite as common as you think it is, including competition. I mean, competition sucks because they're all, it's vendors at the end of the day, and ethics can occasionally be a little challenged, but I don't think that they're that challenged. And so it's like, okay, and so now the question is like, okay, can it be can the behavior be, can a lesson be learned from this, and can they grow from it? And it's going to be interesting to see. I've put some stuff out, and I got a couple of things I might just drop out tonight. I talked to Jen about it. We had a long conversation about it. About, let's have the conversation about, when I first started and when we first went through the conversations, it was, where is the messaging? What's the messaging? What's the company's focus? What's the moral and ethical compass of the organization? And I thought that we were fairly well aligned. And so I'm going to have to revisit that and go, are we aligned, or did I interpret the conversation incorrectly? I'll put it on me. And go, did I interpret the conversation incorrectly, or are we aligned? Because if we are aligned and I didn't interpret it correctly, this is out of alignment. And if we're not aligned, then I need to adjust how I ask questions in the future.
Yeah. And I would say there's probably a bit of both, because in most things, it's always a bit of both, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, and it's interesting because I am actively doing some research, if you will, into my competitors, more so from a just what's the lay of the land. I don't need to know to the detail level.
You should do.
What's the lay of the land, and mostly for my own curiosity. Just it's a normal part of things, but there's ways you go about doing that stuff.
And I had an amazing conversation. So Artie, who runs Titanium, amazing lady, like seriously freaking amazing lady. And I talked to her about it because we have a Thursday, like every other Thursday, catch up. And she and I talked, and I'm like, okay, I got to pick your brains on this. And she's like, all right. She's like, do you realize what I used to do? I'm like, I know you worked inside one of those large companies. She's like, she ran competitive intelligence for the entire corporation, and we're talking multi-billion-dollar organization. And she's like, look, she's like, several things. One, she used to go and introduce herself to the competition as who she was.
Yep.
And say, are you up for having a conversation? And sometimes they would. She'd go up to them at trade shows, she'd go up to them at normal, she'd hit them up on LinkedIn and have just a very open conversation. Hey, what are you guys up to? Sometimes they'd say, sometimes they wouldn't. She's like, also, we would talk to our customers and go, hey, why did you choose us? You've obviously done your research, and some of them had, some of them hadn't. And if you have done your research, how much can you share with me what was in the decision matrix that made you choose us over, 4 or 5 others? She's like, we would also go to the webinars, but we would go as us, and they'd either let us in or they wouldn't. We wouldn't hide who we were.
Right.
We would go along, and that way, the vendor who's putting it on has the choice to go, I don't have a problem with this, or I have a problem with this. And she's like, and we'd also buy the product. She's like, I had a budget to go buy competition's product. We'd go buy it as us. We wouldn't do any subterfuge. We'd go out as Semantic and use the name. We go out as Semantic and we go buy McAfee's product. And we would test it and we would take it to pieces, but we would pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really, really interesting. Because she's like, yeah, we would go pay Forrester and Gartner to find out what was going on. We would do it, but it was all above board. There was no subterfuge. There was no putting other people in compromising positions. There was nothing, but it was all, hey, we're going to do competitive intelligence, but we're going to do it properly.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then there's the third leg of the stool, and you're not even there yet. That's just straight up espionage.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right? I mean, there's, I'm going to go get a job at my competitor and steal the IP.
Oh, absolutely. I'm surprised that wasn't on the fucking cards as well. But
it happens a lot more than anybody realizes. There are tenured people at organizations.
What was it the Apple engineer or whose engineer was it? It was last year before last. There was that Google engineer, Apple engineer.
I think it was Google.
Yeah, one of them walked out and walked into one of the others. I want to say it was autonomous vehicles and stuff like that. It was something along those lines. I can't remember exactly. Somebody could probably find it. And I mean, my understanding is that engineer is in like some really seriously nasty hot water, like nasty hot water.
Well, yeah, that's because he was that engineer was not smart and flew the non-compete, right?
Yeah.
Espionage is a whole
different
game.
thing. No,
Like,
that's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we got what I worked at a company that was a multinational company, and they had discovered that there were some folks in the company who were working on behalf of various nation states, who were working on behalf of various competitors, who.
Oh, wow.
Well, and it's such a big org that.
Yeah, that's true. You can almost hide in plain.
People not drawing a lot of attention can hide.
Yeah. Oh, hey, speaking of non-competes, starting with NDAs, non-disclosure agreements.
What about
I saw something on LinkedIn today. The pipeline shenanigans that's obviously sitting in the newspapers.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see there was and I haven't dug into it enough, so somebody might have to call BS on me. There was a report that apparently the audit company that had gone into this pipeline organization has publicly come out and stated what they put in their report.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, it's sitting up. I made a comment on it as well. I'm like, I that's setting a bit of a precedence. I mean, we can all surmise what would probably be in a report, let's be honest. But when the actual auditing company, I think it was one of the senior people there as well, basically came out and said, yeah, we did work for them in like 2018, 2019 or whatever it was. And we basically said a fucking 8th grader could break into them and that their processes and stuff were absolutely shite. And that feels a little like you've just crossed over all sorts of lines that you probably shouldn't have crossed over.
Well, yeah, and I have confirmed your thing. I'll put the link in the chat here. So absolutely haven't. Well, let's see. There's that executive order. I'm waiting for Evan to finish writing his stuff on it and get his insight on it. I read the executive order. Yeah. There are some really interesting things. There's a lot of specificity and generality, right? There's garbage. Yeah. And depending on which lens you want to have when you look at it, whatever lens you have on, there's also potentially some spooky stuff in it. Like that's broad language. That particular statement is broad language. I can interpret, and that's broad legal language. I can interpret that a handful of different ways.
Oh, interesting. I have not had a chance to look into it. When I saw that you guys were taking it to pieces, I think I made a comment on Evan's post. I saw it. One of you two, I saw it on Twitter, and then I think I went out to LinkedIn. Ryan, I saw that you'd reposted Evans. So
yeah,
I went to Evans, and I went into that, and I'm like, yes, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. Like, seriously looking forward to seeing that. Evans, great. Evans kind of like he did the same thing with those blasted all of the hearings. Yep. Evans got the cliff notes, and I love him for it. It's like seriously awesome.
Yeah, I just reading.
I'm listening. I hear all of it. I don't agree with any of it.
You're like, what are those books? I can't remember what the books are called. I've only run into them in the US. You know, instead of reading Shakespeare or like the Taming of the Shrew, it's like a little yellow book that's like yellow and black hatches down the side.
Dummies. It's the For Dummies series.
No. It's not the For Dummies one. It's actually different than that. There's it literally is like Cliff Notes. It's like Cliff Notes of Shakespeare or something. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I swear the book is yellow and it's got like little. It's a very yellow book and it's got like little black hatches down the side of it.
It's Cliff Notes.
Is that what it's called?
That's literally the Cliff Notes. Yeah, that's exactly what the Cliff Notes color scheme and.
Oh well, there we go. Well,
it looks like the traffic, like the traffic signal, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Well, there we go.
Signage.
Oh, I can't sit like that anymore. The lad's cough. I need to go take a lozengery thing or something.
Now that was a proper old man noise.
God, tell me about it. Feeling it, I swear. Actually, I don't. You know, hitting the climbing wall has been nice. Starting to starting to remember how to do balance and actually to move more effectively. Although I'm scratching my damn fingernail polish, so they've got a problem with that.
Well, gives you an excuse to put a fresh coat on.
It does. It does. Although I'm not entirely certain I can justify going to the bloody the nail, even if it's Kathy's amazing. Totally, she's great. Even if I can justify going there every bloody week just to do the fucking nails, that does seem a little excessive. I think I might just have to go back to plain nails.
Whatever works.
Plain nails, color the beard, we'll be in good shape.
There you go. It is getting a little white there. I like it though. I like how it's white in the center, and then you got the dark on the sides.
Got the dark on the side, but even the sides are starting to go. There's the gray is definitely starting to take over the sides as well. But we'll see how it works out. Shit, breaking place up. Apparently, sorry. Evan, are you okay?
Oh yeah. I'm cool. I'm doing stuff and things.
Are you rebuilding your computer still?
No.
Okay, just
No.
checking.
Chasing squirrels. Doing squirrel things.
Gotcha. You doing all right though?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That pissed me off though when it blue screen because I had a ton of shit going on. But you know, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. No.
That's actually I'm on the. I got the other computer open now. I was going to actually just look at the comments, but you know, I'm going to close it down. I'm just going to be actually going to be not in the comments on YouTube tonight. I'm just going to have a quiet evening, I think.
Are we going to? We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Yes, we are. I'm excited for this. Now
You guys are doing lunch?
Yes.
Where are you guys going for lunch?
Well, that's a good question. I think we have to actually figure that out. Could I get there in 12 hours? That is the question. Do you want to join us for lunch?
Oh.
You're welcome to.
I was debating that. Let's see, where are you going? You're up in like the middle of Minneapolis, nowhere or somewhere that neck of the woods, aren't you?
If you plot to Minneapolis, you'll be close enough to hit the target.
Directions. Let's see how long it would take me to get.
I can pick you up on my bike. You can ride bitch.
13 hours and 17 minutes. You know what? I could actually make it.
That'd be cool, man. I'll wait for you.
Yeah, seriously. We will reschedule lunch. If you're going to come, we'll make it work.
You know, okay, so here's the thing. I would say, I could bring the Mustang. The weather's iffy. If I had the S, I probably would say screw it and go for it. I took the S in. I'm down 2 cars. I took the S in to get the passenger seatbelt tension sorted out. And also, first of all, the problem, my massage seat doesn't always turn on when it should do. So
does it turn on when it shouldn't?
No. Thankfully, I do not get a surprise massage. That would definitely cause some concern. But one does not always get a massage when one asks for a massage, and that is a little bit of a concern. So I'm down the S, and then the truck is in. That got dropped off tonight to. They got to fix a radiator, probably a radiator sensor, I guess, and then headlight. Nothing drastic, but I bought it. I'd like it to actually have 2 headlights and a radiator sensor that works, but
headlights are overrated. Headlights
apparently they are. I got fog lights, so apparently I got 2 fog lights and 1 headlight. So that's good. 3 out of 4 is not bad. I could probably make that.
Yeah, that's better than my first car had.
Do you remember? Okay, that is a good point. So my first car I ever bought and I ever had was a 1977 MGB GT. That really didn't have headlights. It kind of had generally warm orange, not orange, yellowish, kind of darkish yellowish things that would barely actually break the night sky. And if on high beam, you might actually be able to see 6 feet in front of you if you were lucky, if the lenses were clean, and good luck. And you go from that to like the modern stuff these days, and it's just, how the fuck did more of us not end up in more ditches? Or did we just all end up in fucking ditches and we just keep forgetting the damn thing? I know I end up in a few ditches, but
I don't know. I lived in the city, a lot of streetlights. I would not drive. I when I was younger, I would get uncomfortable if we got far away from the streetlights. Like if the road started to get dark, I was like, we don't mess up.
Are you serious?
Well, I grew up like literally just outside of downtown Minneapolis. So there was an omnipresent orange to, white, green glow, like my entire formative existence. I remember the first time that I remember traveling outside of the metro, and all of a sudden I'm like, why is it dark? Is the power out? Like, what's happening? Like, I'm confused. This is like, I don't like any of this.
Oh, no way.
Yep. And even to this day, if I'm coming back from being up north or being, just being somewhere out of the city, and it's around nighttime, when I hit that first major like stretch of interstate that's well lit, I'm like,
oh no.
Yeah, there's like a sense of relief. It's crazy.
I kind of like the opposite. I grew up driving in a bigger village, but it's still a village. And I mean, we didn't get near the street. There were some streetlights, definitely, but not a huge amount. And you get outside the village, which was 2 minutes in either direction, almost, and 3 or 4 minutes in either direction. And you're in the darkness. You're in country lane. You haven't been to England. Country lanes are just the best. Like, there's typically, it's one lane. It's like 1.5 lanes. In other words, you got to be careful, otherwise you're swapping paint on door handles, but you can make it work. And on either side, typically it's hedgerows. And going down those at night is just so amazing, because it's like you're in a continual tunnel. I mean, you can see the stuff overhead.
Yeah, but isn't that how you hit deers?
Say what?
Isn't that how you hit a deer?
I hit deer. I hit them in the middle of the day.
I don't know how you do that.
A deer magna.
Yeah. So back to lunch. ADD squirrels over here. Where the hell are we eating for food? I'm coming at you. Had said there was a place.
Floyd's.
You texted
Floyd's.
Who?
Floyd's. It's a bar in Victoria.
All right. Hoyt's Bar in Victoria.
No, Floyd's.
Floyd's.
Yeah.
All right. Floyd's.
Are you bringing your wife?
I will see what she says. That's right. I think I asked her, and I think she said yes, but now I have to double check. Here, let me text her.
I found Floyd's Bar.
Yep. Yeah.
There it is.
That's the ticket.
There it is. I've got Floyd's Bar.
I'll ride my bike there.
Right. That looks pretty cool. Definitely, it's amazing, isn't it? You look. I mean, you can, having spent a bunch of time living in like Toledo and Bowling Green and Columbus and everywhere else, you just take one look and you're like, yep, that's definitely Midwest-esque. Totally cool.
Yeah, it's a biker bar.
Is it
or not?
Seriously?
Yeah, looks like it online.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's got a whole big garden thing out to the side of it.
Yeah. So anytime you drive by there, there'll be
Arboretum. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
No, there'll be like 50 bikes lined up out there.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Well,
That's what I need.
Show up in a busted ass SUV.
If I had a bike, I would be there in less than 13 hours. Let's face it. See, this is a reason I need to get a freaking motorbike. I could be there in, what is it? It's, how many freaking miles is it? How many miles?
Yes,
13?
Evan, I am bringing my wife.
It's
All right,
900 miles if I go
back.
via I-80. So 900 miles.
Unless you don't want me
vague.
to, because then I can leave her home too. It's fine.
No, man, I like when wives come with. I think
Well,
always
that's
good
why.
shit.
That's why. So that's what I. Yeah, we're doing the wives thing. I like it. We got the wives.
Yep. That's why I asked you.
You axed it. Now, what's Floyd's got?
Mm-hmm.
Floyd's.
9. I could. You know what? We could do it in 9 hours. 9 hours and change. It's 927 miles.
Well, yeah, but if you're gonna come up, then you got to stay the weekend, and you got to. That's just how that works. You're gonna drive.
Which is a challenge because Jen wants to go and look at. We have horse trailer. Now that we have a big truck, she wants to go look at bigger horse trailers to be able to tow, to be able to bring both of the big horses and the dogs and have somewhere to stay in, like a weekender, apparently. So we're apparently, we got that we'd be doing. And my daughter wants to go into Cherry Creek because she ordered something from Hermes or Hermes or whatever the hell you pronounce the freaking thing. And they were meant to ship it, but apparently they sold it rather than shipping it to her. So there will be one very pissed off 17-year-old and one grumpy on her behalf, 50-year-old, which will be having a general conversation over customer service in Hermes or whatever the hell you want to pronounce it. And I also get to go look at watches. So
well, I mean, let's get to the root of the motivation here.
But it's not that bad of a drive. I mean, it's, I-80 is just a freaking easy. That's and then it's whatever it is, 35 north. I-80 is just an easy road. That's a gorgeous road. Is Omaha's got the zoo. That's that place with the amazing zoo. I've done that drive a bunch of times. Omaha Zoo, like it's right off of the interstate. It's got an amazing zoo. Yeah, there we go. Henry Dory Zoo and Aquarium. Oh my God. That brings back some scary memories, like seriously scary memories of the ex von Hell. And we used to go up, her family's up in Milwaukee neck of the woods. And so we used to go there, we'd stay there, and the kids would go to the zoo and everything.
Nice.
And there's a BNSF railway there. Oh, crop protection and BNSF. Shit, if I'd have known that, I could have been hacking trains back then, for fuck's sakes. There's like a serious railroad, Yeah, there's some big people there. All right, that'd be fun. I might have to do that one day. All right, we scroll. I'm sorry.
We got a major train depot here too. Like it's on the north side of town, basically in like the northernmost north part of Minneapolis. And it's a huge, like sprawling train yard where they do all the exchange. Because they got the iron ore coming down from the north, they got the lumber.
You've got the you got the stuff coming out from. You're one of the major hubs from Canada. West. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
You got all the stuff coming down from Canada. You got all that, and all intersects the rail yard.
That's true. I forgot.
I'm not saying I've ever dodged saltpeter or rock salt. Saltpeter they gave me in drinks.
Yeah, saltpeter is different. Yeah, that's a.
But no, I get I mean, railroad dicks are railroad dicks.
Yeah, that they are. They are. You know what, though? Honestly, the easiest way of avoiding them these days is the 5-pin locks that they have on those nice little metal things can be gone for about 30 seconds. And you can just sit in there and they're nice and warm because they got a little server rack in there. And the switch, user ID and password to get in them is on the internet. Mm-hmm. And you can have so much fun. So much fun.
Have you seen the train horn mod that you can do to your car? And it's just plug and play. It's a same form factor, same connector, just unbolt and bolt, click, and you're good.
Yeah.
Have you seen
However,
people driving through parking lots, setting them off, and going to like shopping centers and pulling up behind people and blowing the train horn?
They are. My understanding, and somebody can correct me wrong. My understanding is those are a little on the not legal side of the world.
Gray, very gray.
Okay, gray's work. I could do with something. Honestly, the Mustang, for all the presence and engine noise in the Mustang, The horn is pathetic. I mean, it's like a wet mouse fart. It really is depressing. I mean, the engine's gorgeous. The exhaust, the 4 exhausts, 2 out the side and 2 out the back on that is just mwah. And yet the horn, I mean, seriously, wet mouse fart. It's like, I'm like, the first time I did it, I'm like, you'll be fucking kidding me. This is a Boss Mustang and it farts. Where is my,
The boat
yeah,
horn.
that would be fun.
I got an ignorant question for Evan. Does the Harley have a horn?
Yes.
Is it any good? What does a motorcycle sound like?
I'll show you tomorrow.
Okay, I like this.
They have to be reasonably good because people in cars don't recognize motorbikes. So unfortunately, occasionally you got to use the horn to go, "Hey, dumbass, I'm here." Right or wrong, Mr. Evan?
You're right. Yeah, it's actually pretty loud.
Yeah, because unfortunately, most people don't recognize the fact there's a freaking bike there. The fact that most humans don't recognize that there's big ass fucking red truck behind them with flashing lights to get the fuck out of the way.
I don't.
The bike stands no chance.
Yeah, I've never understood how people cannot see fire trucks.
I want to build an app, and this is maybe something we can do. I built part of one years ago, like a year or two ago, and I'd love to finish it, and I think we could make it a standard app on every single mobile phone if we do it properly. And what it is, it's you can use the Arduino or a Raspberry, and I built one, and it's a geofence. And what it does is it geofences within like 500 yards, and you can set the fence however you want. The one I had like 400 yards on it, and you can geofence it within 400 yards and have a trailing GPS with it. And what you end up doing is, as it comes up on a vehicle, it automatically fires the vehicle's app that says basically fire engine approaching from behind, ambulance approaching from the left, whatever. It's able to actually sense where it is. And the app itself automatically overrides everything else, music, audio, whatever, phone, and says, especially if you're in a car, will know that you're actually basically get the fuck out of the way. I built like the framework for this thing, and I would love to just basically knock on every fucking fire person's door and go, "Here you go."
Funny to say that. We should have a conversation offline. We absolutely should have a conversation offline about that. I may have access to the group that has access to all the fire stations. like we should talk.
It's not that hard to do. I mean, we're not talking anything stupid. And I mean, let's face it, the cost of the tech itself is 10, 15, 20 bucks. The cost of the box to mount it is negligible. Wiring it in or something is negligible. And then it's just whatever it's going to cost to keep the damn thing running. I mean, and then you literally get hold of 1-800-APPLE, 1-800-ANDROID, 1-800-Microsoft and go, "Hey, motherfuckers, how about we save some lives? Are you up for doing this?"
We'll just piggyback it on the Amber Alert.
There, thank you. Even better. You don't even have to have a freaking...
Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't reinvent the wheel.
Thank you. See, I didn't even think about that. Love the idea. There we go. Sorted, solved. But that's the thing, because you could do that. You could literally... And you could actually do a couple of things. You could actually get really smart about it. If you were able to pull in the E911 data and you knew where the fire engine was going to go, you could alert not just that 500 yards ahead of you, you could actually predict on traffic patterns and everything else to say, "I'm going to alert everybody in this road and the 2 roads ahead to say, hey, fire engine 30 seconds behind. Get the fuck out of the way."
Let's call Elon and let's pilot this in the Tesla and just have it auto pull over.
Ooh, I like that. Although, no, yeah. But seriously, I mean, stuff like that's not hard to do. That's easy stuff. And that would change things. That would actually make a difference. I just haven't again, it's time. I got a few other ideas like that, but that was the one that I really, really wanted to actually take some time and do. And I haven't a chance to do it. So anybody listening, how about it?
I'm still trying to get the wife's vagina app built. So calling all developers, I need Healthy Hoo-Ha needs to get an app built that will help women have better conversations with their doctors. So if you're interested in getting a share of whatever potential revenues that would come not from the women, but from the pharmaceutical and medical industry, hit me up offline. I need somebody to put a little sweat equity into building this thing. It's not hard. It's stupid simple. I just don't have the flipping time to do it. And there's an existing open source platform that can be leveraged.
That'd be totally cool. That's right.
Evan, you're so quiet.
I know, I feel bad. I'm like,
Man, I'm doing
dominating
stuff,
and
you
Evan's
know?
just like to hell with you guys.
No. I'm listening to all this stuff. You guys are entertaining me tonight.
Oh, is that okay? All right. Well, we all have those nights that we need that.
No,
As
it's
long
good
as you're not mad.
conversation.
I can't see
Good
you.
to listen in. No, I'm in your head.
Some days, I swear it's true. But well, no, actually, it's funny, Chris. So Evan and I, and this is that, and I'm going to say this is absolutely a God thing. Same God, same ideas. So there are many times that Evan and I will have a conversation at, say, later afternoon. And he says, I was thinking about this today, and I think this and this. And I'm like, oh, interesting. Because at like 11 o'clock this morning, I decided to do a bunch of research on that. And now I have answers.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's just,
No, it's true, man.
Yeah, it is. It's so weird. But it happens. And we chalk that up to, same God, same thoughts. But
interesting. That's kind of cool.
It is kind of neat. I like it. All right. Are these Sloppy Joe sliders at Floyd's any good? What's your favorite dish at Floyd's? What do you get?
Bacon.
It's not. My wife has informed me that is not a dish. That is a ingredient.
Well, we'd have to debate that.
And trust me, I have. You should debate it with her. We'll see how that goes.
Well, and then we can just disagree and she has to go home with you.
Thanks. Great.
Well, did I show you that? I think I sent you that picture of one of the breakfasts I had last week in Orlando.
Yeah, that was off the chain.
Cocoa Beach.
That was just a mountain.
Yeah, I ordered the lady comes up and asks, takes her orders, and she gets to me and I said, I'll take 3 orders of bacon and a side order of turkey bacon so I don't feel so bad about myself. And she looked at me like, really?
How can you eat turkey bacon?
Yeah, really. I was like, okay. So yeah, it was breakfast.
I get it. I mean, my BLT is like half a pound to 3/4 pound of bacon. Like if I'm gonna make a BLT, it's get the package of bacon out.
BLT.
Yep.
I don't want the tomato. I just want the B and the L. I'm not I will do tomato ketchup and tomato salsa, but like raw tomato, no. Tomato on pizza, like bits of tomato sauce, got you covered. Bits of like visible tomato, it actually can be recognized as no. Don't do that to me. No, bad. Make it go away.
I feel that way about onion. I like tomato, but like I'm not a big fan of the. I love cooked onion. Give me some caramelized cooked onion, but like when it's just a big slice of like red onion on a burger or something, it doesn't hit me right.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
I got that weird soap. I got the soap gene when it comes to cilantro. It's like I got to be really.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
That's great.
I'm taking a screenshot of that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you want it? I'll share it again.
Oh, please do.
And
That's
I'll
good.
give credit to Dale sent that to me.
Oh, thank you, Dale.
Absolutely amazing.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, that is so. I'm sending that to Jesse. That is just. I'm sending it to Jen as well. That is freaking just beautiful. Well done, Dale.
That to me,
Top notch, buddy.
That's just.
I'm so excited to meet him.
And we're gonna meet him at the show, aren't we? At the 50th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot. Hopefully, a lot of folks make it.
Where? Who the hell was saying they were going to be on as well? Brain's gone to sleep. Brain has gone to sleep. Why is Tim sending me messages? Tim, I'm not on my fucking computer. Stop sending me messages.
Oh, correct. Tim? Yeah, I know. I've been getting signals from him all night.
Tim sends signals. I'm not on the fucking computer. No, I am on the computer. I'm lying now because now I am on the computer. I blame you. Tim, it's your sodding fault. No, John Gates. John was going to make his way down there.
Yeah.
We need to tell him where it is, though.
I got a call with him. Him and I are supposed to talk, I think, tomorrow.
With John?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. He's such an awesome, like, seriously awesome guy. Like,
he wants to help out the K-12, and I've got a million ways. If anybody wants to help out the K-12, just give me a call. I've got a million ways for you to add value.
He got me, where was I talking with? It was at a conference, because that's his background, amazing background in that field.
Yeah.
Where the hell are we meeting? Where are we meeting?
Well, so good question, because we have the campground that we're staying at.
Right.
You want me to show it? Here, I'll get it.
No, just tell me where it is. I'm sitting on Google Maps at the moment. I'm on the computer, and I blame Tim for that now completely. It's all his fault.
Oh, Tim.
Whose fault?
Tim. It's Tim's fault. Lewis and Clark Lake. Thank you, Dale.
All right. Blame Tim.
Lewis can Clark. How about Lewis and Clark? If I can actually. Lewis and Clark State Park.
Yeah, Lewis can Clark brings up the wrong stuff.
Lewis and Clark Middle School. No, not Lewis and Clark Middle School. Lewis and Clark Lake.
I said maybe Lewis can Clark. I mean, give him some credit.
All right, fair enough. Lewis and Clark Lake. There we go. I got it. State recreation area. So we should probably send this to. Let me send it to when you talk to John. Let him know. Lewis and Clark Lake, that area. We're probably. I think Jesse and I are going to be crashing out with his mom. So that's a little bit away, like not too far away. I think it's like maybe an hour or so, and then we'll have to figure out what the plan is. Figure out where everything is. I think we'll figure out Bloomfield. That's where we're going to be close to. We're going to be close to Bloomfield, general neck of the woods. We'll figure it out.
This is my reservation.
Nice. Oh, that looks pretty nice. That looks actually really cool. The picture looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Youngtown. You know what? I think I know where this is. I actually think I know where this is. Jesse and I have actually been there once.
If you're like giving away your PI there, Chief.
Feel free. You can find that shit. If anybody's got half an ounce of OSINT skill.
No doubt. Yeah. No doubt.
Finding it and doing something with it, as in turning up on the doorstep. It's kind of like mine. It's like the company HHS is at the house. I'm like, I have no problem with that. You know, again, same thing. You'll find it. Now, you're welcome to come in, and good luck on that one. I'll sit back with a drink and enjoy the experience. Yeah,
I've already told you, like my sleep schedule. There's no pattern, so
it's like, yeah. No, it'll be fun. I'm actually looking forward to this. Like, it's going to be fun. I have no clue what we're driving out yet.
I'm definitely stoked about this. This will be.
Oh, the nails.
Ryan, you're staying in my camper, right?
Yes. The plan is I'm driving whatever vehicle is functional down, and then I'm staying in your camper.
Cool.
If you're that concerned about a vehicle, I don't mind swinging up, picking you up, and then I can drive you down.
Well, I mean,
let's play it by ear. If it looks like it could be a little funky.
The wife is very particular about having her. She doesn't car trip well with others.
Well, how about we do that? The other option is Jesse can drive the boss out. Or actually, Jesse's probably going to drive the 550 out because I think he wants to haul back a tractor or three.
Okay.
I'm probably going to drive the S out. So worst case scenario, if it looks like you're going to have some,
no. Make no mistake, sir. This vehicle, it is one of my next top priorities to dispatch with this thing with extreme prejudice. It goes away. It has wronged me. I am unhappy with it, And it's not that I don't mind wrenching on my vehicles. I refuse to wrench on one under warranty where the dealer won't deal with.
Don't tell me that. You already changed the brakes on the damn thing. I don't want to. You changed the brakes on it.
Well, they're not under warranty. They're brakes.
But no, you put money into a vehicle that you need to firebomb. Firebomb the vehicle.
I put safety into the next couple of weeks.
It shouldn't be the next couple of weeks. This weekend, it should be down the dealership. And it should
you
be
know what it is. You know what it is. Honestly, I found the one I want, and it's not there yet. So I have to. I know what I want to get.
Yeah.
And I have to be patient, and it will come. Just like anything else in my life that I've ever really wanted. Patience, perseverance, and persistence has generally gotten me to my goals. Right.
That makes sense.
And we'll see. It's the thing is that the issue it has comes and goes. And I'm of the mindset that if it breaks on the road, fantastic. It's under warranty. I told you, motherfucker, something was wrong.
No. You don't want that. No. Because then you've got to deal with the inconvenience, the mess, the hassle, the grief. No, bollocks to that. No. Because, I mean, we'll stop and come pick your sorry ass up from the side of the road.
I'm going to give you a different way to look at that experience. I'm going to give you a different way to look at that. I get to meet a new amazing person who shows up in the tow truck. I get a chance to learn something about them and impart some positivity. I get to engage. If that's what life puts in, if God decides that my car wheel needs to fall off on the road, on the highway, and this is what I'm doing, then I'm taking it for all it's worth, and I'm going to do it with a smile, and I'm going to find ways to add value to the people's day in the midst of my misery. Because
you're going to bring the 550.
Doesn't work for me.
We'll bring the 550 along that way. Worst case scenario, we'll tow up and tell you sorry ass Dan, and I'll bring the Mercedes so that you and your young lady can ride in comfort. And
I'll mess around and bring the RV to guarantee I break down.
Oh, hey, speaking of breaking down RVs, yeah, let's have that conversation, shall we? So Jen did the horse show this weekend, took the RV down, and it already had issues before we took it down. They got it down there. The hot water tank decided they didn't want to do anything. They didn't de-winterize it properly, so that actually had a problem. And then the water pump broke while she was down there. And remember those sensors, all those sensors and everything else, the Ford and the numpty sashes getting up? No, they all flared up again as well. So splendid. Hey, not. Yes, so that's now back at the dealership, and I think they're going to be given the right to cure, or so we'll see what happens. So God knows what all that. Well, no, God knows, who knows. Somebody will probably know what I'll turn up within whatever amount of weeks time. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
It's coming fast. It's coming up quick.
I know. What is it? 4? What are we in? This is
47.
7.
Seriously?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
When do we Rewind Engage Brent? When are we actually meeting?
Where are
we? 1, 2.
Third.
Damn, we are, aren't we? The 3rd. Oh, smoke!
Yeah.
Right. So let me. When are you guys actually driving down to Lewis and Clark? Are you driving down on a Wednesday? On the 3rd? No, the 3rd. You're driving on a Thursday.
Yep.
Got it. We'll probably go out. I don't know. I'll talk to Jesse. We'll figure it out. I actually need to, maybe this Friday, we need to actually figure out what the heck the plan is. Because I think we'll probably go out Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. I have no flipping clue. We'll figure it out.
Now, where is Jesse's in relation to the campground?
Not too far, like 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's south. It's, oh gosh, where the heck is it? Hang on a second. Please hold. Actually, I've got it at Jesse's mum. It's on the.
I heard rumors of the old lady getting a chance to operate maybe some equipment, maybe.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go out. Well, I mean, there's stuff out there anyway, but we're going to go out with enough stuff to lay seeds to Nebraska.
I like this. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do to add value to the trip is I'm going to go to Goodwill and get some bric-a-brac and some lawn ornaments and some other such things that make for fantastic targets.
My only concern is just be careful on what you do get. Make sure whatever you get, we can leave in the quarry, because it's going to be it's an active quarry. So I don't want to be cleaning up plastic and shenanigans like that. So yeah, whatever you get, make sure that we can literally leave it, if that makes sense.
Yep. The best are the large plastic lawn ornaments because they don't really come apart very well and they can take a serious beating. Like I had a Frosty the Snowman survive tannerite. He was misshapen, was stretched, but he
Challenge
survived.
accepted. Challenge accepted. We can put that to some pretty serious Jesse's farm. There we go. Found it.
By the way, we're I want to extend an invite to you to come up to the family land. There's a Geo Metro that's going to pay its price this year. And
I am more than happy to bring. I could probably contribute like 50 gallons of thermite to that if you would like. It's a Geo Metro. I mean, it deserves a good send off.
Well, and I also found out today that a friend of mine's father-in-law is shutting down his junkyard.
Ooh, oh, those are amazing places. I love junkyards. You can lose. Well, let me phrase that. I like junkyards in England because you can rummage around and nothing will kill you. Junkyards in the US, you've got all sorts of weird, spidery, creepy, crawly things. No, I don't like junkyards in the US. You have creepy things. No.
It's a Minnesota junkyard, so all that creepy, no. This is Minnesota.
That's
nothing
down here. Yeah, we have nasty shit down here. There's like weird. I've run over a rattlesnake with a mountain bike before, and that wasn't a pleasant experience.
No, we don't. I'm very, very safe on the creepy crawlies.
Yeah, there's like
what's the
weird
worst thing
spiders
up here?
down here that are not this. Stay again?
Oh, I was just ask Ev, like, what's the worst critter we have in Minnesota? Isn't it like a wolverine?
Fucking deer.
Fucking deer.
Right now I'm coughing again. All right, I'm gonna get some water. I'm not allowed to cough because I'm just not allowed to.
Yeah, that's an
Google's
Deer,
been
deer.
listening. It knows what I want to know. So the 7 most dangerous animals in Minnesota. The bison, number 1.
What? Where are they at?
I don't know.
I've
Black
never hit
bear.
one of those.
Coyotes. I don't know how to pronounce that. Rattlesnake. Apparently there's a northern black widow spider and domestic dogs.
Black widows. See again. All right. You know those are no.
I'm learning something new. I did not know
Ooh,
that
that's
there was
nasty shit.
a northern black widow spider. Chris, the number 1 most dangerous animal in Minnesota is a bison.
Oh, at least you can see those coming, and they don't hide. They don't hide in junkyards.
And how
I can deal with that.
Coyotes made
Wolves-
the list.
I love
Wolves
wolves.
didn't.
Wolves are good. No, when I lived in Atlanta, I remember walking out of the apartment once, and I looked up, and I freaked out. Okay, I'm not good with creepy shit, especially creepy shit that's got like lots of colors. This spider was sitting up in the corner, and you could tell I'm just like a marked man as far as it's concerned. It was like a couple of different colors and weird shit on his back, and I'm like, and it didn't have nice hairy legs. It was like pointy motherfuckers. I'm like, no, just no. No, don't make it go away.
So
I'm not going to kill it because it's a spider. It's doing the right thing, but I don't want it. All right, where the hell's Jesse's place? Hang on.
So I looked it up. Evan is absolutely right. The 5 animals most likely to cause your death in Minnesota are deer, number 1, bees,
deer.
wasps, and hornets, a dog, a cow, and a horse.
You got some weird shit in your neck of the woods.
I'm just saying, basically, if you stay off the fucking farm, you'll be fine.
Pretty much.
Or the roads, those damn deer, man.
But I've seen some deer in my life. Maybe it's because you live further out. That's got to be what it is. Because deer crossing the street in Bloomington really isn't an issue.
True.
All right, so Jesse
Did you hear about that tiger that was loose?
Yes. Yeah. In Texas.
What the hell?
It's Texas, bro. Like.
Did they find it?
I don't know. I never heard if they found it. I know the dude was like, he pulled the "it's not my pants" defense, or these aren't my pants. He's like, I don't know, it ain't my tiger. Everybody's like, it's your tiger. He's like, it ain't my tiger. They're like, you were taking care of the tiger. He's like, no, I wasn't doing that either. I just happened to load it into an SUV and drive away. But it wasn't mine. And what kind of stone? What?
Are you on the south side of the lake or the north side of the lake that you guys are staying on? Is it?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Is it Nebraska or the Dakota you're staying on?
Nebraska.
Oh, it is. Okay, so then okay, that's splendid. So you guys actually shouldn't be too far away, like 30, Lewiston, the state recreational area.
Yeah.
Splendid. Well, hang on a second. So let me go back. So if we do that to the, no, you silly sod. No. Okay, let's do that to that. 40 minutes. So it's 40 minutes to the farm. And
or
then
zero?
I think from the farm,
Or zero?
40. Yeah, 40 minutes to the farm. So, and that's, 40 or 42 minutes, depends which way you want to go. So that's not too bad at all. That's nice. That's pretty easy.
Oh, 25?
Yeah,
About 25.
depends which car we're in.
Any one I'm driving.
We'll bring the boss out. If the weather's good, I might actually bring the boss, although the Mercedes would just be way more fucking civilized. Oh,
I like the Mercedes.
Jesse's mother has made it very clear that she has to live there. And there's been a request for my nail polish to be a little more subtle. So I'm going to paint it bright red, Cornhuskers red. Specifically, I'm going to pick out the exact Cornhusker red. And it's going to be fun. We'll have like little Nebraska.
Why you make trouble with it? Look, she's just a sweet lady. She probably just wants to make sandwiches.
She's a sweet lady with a 45. Let me just point this one out.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, his
I'm
mother.
doing my toenails,
amazing.
man. So I'll wear flip-flops.
I'm not painting anything, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
you got to do.
You're going Cornhusker red. I'll do the same thing.
Oh, I'm doing Cornhusker red. I'm seriously doing Cornhusker red. I will have Cornhusker, and I might even try and get an N put on like one of the thumbnail or something. I do that. I'm doing it just because she will probably pull the 45 on me, but she'll make me put my hands in my pockets when we go into town. Definitely, and we'll have some fun with it. If we do this, if Evan's going to do his toenails, Ryan, you have to do eyeshadow. I'm sorry, you got to do eyeshadow.
Oh, okay, no, hold on. I will. So I have a thing with my eyes. Remember, grew up with the guy with the glass eye, so I've got an eye complex. So I will do fingernails, toenails. I'll even dye my hair. I ain't putting shit.
Ear piercing. Do an ear piercing. Do an ear to nose piercing.
I have my ear pierced. I'll do the clip on for the nose.
Yeah, get a clip on and just do a chain.
Or I could do the labrakes. I do have my labret pierced, so I could do a ear to labret piercing.
There we go.
I haven't worn earrings in I don't know how long. It's been a while.
You can get a hoop. Get a hoop.
Oh, and if I'm doing a hoop, I'm doing a 90s hoop. You know, the kind you could, fit a baby head through.
Yeah, you got to do that. Do the big 90s hoop. And then a chain going to, she's going to kill us, but it'll be fun. And Jesse's just, it's got to be dumb.
Well, according to Tony, the tiger is still on the loose.
Yeah. Should I ride my bike down there? I'll probably hit it.
Oh, dear. I want you in one piece, please.
Now, Evan, if you hit a tiger with your bike, I have to have a trophy made for you. Like,
oh my gosh,
it just becomes a thing. There's like a plaque. There'll be a ceremony. Like it's
right.
Yeah, dude, how you gonna hit a tiger? No, actually, you'll probably get in some kind of trouble because you hit an endangered species or something. Somebody will throw a fit.
Some bitch was on the road.
Tiger's gonna tiger.
Not in the middle of the road.
Well, no, yes, it is.
Well, Harley's gonna Harley.
I love it. Oh God, this is gonna be a blast. I've
already killed 2 deer. Still walking. So people know, there are people walking around the planet that have hit 2 deer on motorcycles and are still walking. I don't think there's anybody on the planet that hit 2 deer and a tiger.
I feel like that would be, well, like I said, you have to get a trophy. At that point, you have achieved a goal worthy of a
Yeah, like a plaque.
and a plaque. Yes.
So you mentioned you were going to get an N on your nails or one of your nails, Chris.
Yeah.
Reminded me of a time, the very first tattoo I got, it was in Orlando, and it was the Minnesota M, right? I went to the University of Minnesota and I wanted to get the M like up by my shoulder blade, right? It was my first ever tattoo. So I wanted it to be like, you kind of want to put it in an inconspicuous place. So, the dude's doing whatever the hell he's doing. I can't see what the hell he's doing back there. And so, he doesn't speak English. He speaks Spanish. And so I think what he's saying is, does it look okay? And I'm like, dude, I can't see it. It's back there. So I walk over and tell Marlis, Marlis, can you, my wife, can you tell me, does this look okay? And she's like, is it supposed to be an M? And I'm like, yeah, it's upside down. So it was a W.
Oh no.
So thank God thank God he asked first.
So it was still the tracing. He hadn't drilled it in yet.
No, he hadn't drilled it. If he had drilled it in, I'd probably be in jail.
These things, they happen. So earlier today, I was supposed to attend an award ceremony, recognition ceremony for a friend of mine. Works at a very well-known financial institution. We all know the name. And they were having their big employee, like, these are our all-stars, right? These are the people that we want you to know how good they are, because that's who you should be aspired to be, right? That's kind of the idea behind it. Right. And normally they would have held it at a stadium, and it's a big event. Lots of gifts, lots of swag, meals, etc. So this year they decided to go virtual. Well, an hour in, the platform is saying server not found, gateway error, and there's no communication whatsoever. So me and my wife came up with a joke. 2 network admins and a system engineer walk into a bar because they need to drink because they just lost their job.
Oh.
But seriously, like, somebody's getting fired because of this. This is Evan, this institution. You've done work with them in the past. You're not a fan of them. Could not believe that, like, their whole platform was laying on its face.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Server not found, gateway error. Is that ever a good day?
No, that's one of those this isn't going to end well days.
This is not good.
Yeah. It's just not going to do well. I feel like I'm in the wrong place, and I'm looking at the Ruddy farm, and I just can't find the stupid thing, which isn't good. Thankfully, I'll have yeah, there it is. Okay, there's the Ruddy quarry. I'm looking at the wrong sodding quarry, you numpty. I can't find the bloody thing. How can I lose? Well, I know I can. It's Nebraska. It's a big place. Oh, it's that. Oops. Google Maps doesn't actually like the address, so I'm having a bit of a hard job.
All right, you guys, here's the deal. You guys do your nails.
Yep.
I'm picking up this outfit. So you do your nails. I'm wearing this.
Ooh, okay. Now that reduced to $32 ends tomorrow. You know what? That would be good. I would say go for it. You should not be able to go wrong with that. Let me rephrase that.
I feel like that'll help set the tone.
We're gonna get disowned. I just want to point this out.
Nah, I think the opposite will be true. We'll be embraced. People will be like, "Oh my God, these guys!" Or we can pretend to be Canadian. That's always an option. You can always just pretend to be Canadian.
That is true. That does work sometimes. Oh, you know why I can't find this stupid thing? Because the bloody quarry's not showing as working in the freaking Google Maps. Google Maps is an older version of the map software. The quarry is it's back up, it's up and running. Ah, you asshole system! Why did you do that to me? I hate you with a passion. It just zoomed out to, oh, fuck it, I'm done. We'll be there. We'll figure it out. It's a quarry in the middle of Nebraska somewhere.
This is sold out.
I'm so not happy trying to find the stupid thing.
And how the hell did y'all wind up with me getting the eye makeup? How's that work?
You getting, well, because I'm getting my nails done. You said you wouldn't get nails done. Evan's getting his
I'll do some nails before I do eye makeup. That's for damn sure.
All right, well then do nails. You know nails. We can make this work. Where the hell are we meeting? There's Crofton. There's Lindsay. Do not zoom back out.
Are you staying at the campground or are you staying at a hotel? What are you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm not staying. I'm at the. Hang on. Why is he sending me campground instructions? Sorry, Dale sent me campground. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm probably going to be crashing out with Jesse's mum. I would imagine we're going to be there.
Okay.
So we'll hang out at campgrounds until some stupid hour of the night, and then we'll probably head back at some point. I will figure it out. I have no real clue, to be honest. If I'm in the RV, if I've got the RV with me, then I'll have the RV. Now, the other option that might be happening soon is one of the horse trailers might end up becoming a different horse trailer that's a weekender. So instead of it just being horses, it's horses and somewhere to crash out in. And they're kind of nice because you can get like a 14 to 20 foot one of this just living quarters.
I stayed in one. A friend of mine had a wedding in a very remote place in Arizona. And so there's no hotels. So the town, she was really good friends with everybody. And so the town put us up. So everybody got like assigned a room at like people's houses, and me and Amy, because I was doing the photography and we're very good friends with her. We got the like luxury accommodation, which was the weekender horse trailer. That was the finest accommodation in town, right? Very nice. I was quite impressed with how good. And then what was really cool is they had the washroom in between.
Yep.
So you could come from the horses, hit the wash area.
Yep.
Strip your clothes, get yourself cleaned up, switch your outfit, and then move into the living space.
Yeah. So we're looking at a couple of different versions of that. Like this weekend, next weekend, to see what yeah. Well, I think Jen's been got like in a good way, which actually makes me really happy. She's been kind of bitten by the I want to do more horse stuff bug, which I'm actually kind of pleased about because she so fucking enjoys it and she's good at it.
Did I miss anything?
What happened?
I don't know. I was going to the bathroom and stuff and just didn't know if I missed anything.
We're just shooting the shit about where we're gonna meet and who's gonna wear what accessories, and
What? We're wearing accessories?
Well, yeah, you're doing toenails. Chris is doing fingernails. I might do fingernails. I may very well do an outfit. Although, I could just buy a pair of Adidas, the Husker Adidas. That could work.
No.
Adidas.
Oh, speaking of which, Adidas teamed up with Lego, and in like another few weeks when they finally release it, I will be buying the most badass pair of shoes ever. It is the classic 1980s Adidas, the 3-stripe, except it's Lego. And it's got Lego on it, like actually has like Lego elements.
Interesting.
On the shoe. Yeah, I'm like super stoked about this.
Oh, that's gonna be kind of cool.
Uselessly ridiculous, but I love it.
Nice. I saw last weekend, I went into the Lego store. Well, let me rephrase. I didn't go into the Lego store because there's a queue all the damn time. But I looked in the window of the Lego store and saw the Hubble Space Shuttle one.
Oh, yeah.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh, those are totally cool.
Then you get it in the all black. Get it in the black.
What color are you going to go with?
I'm either going with the like crazy rainbow setup, or I'm gonna go with probably the black or the gray.
Yeah, I like the rainbow
I like
setup. Those are
darker
fun.
shoes. The reds are fun, right? The blues,
Bright. Yeah, blue's kind of cool.
but I like
Expensive though.
I like the original.
Yeah, what was the go back one, Pete? Go back. The very first one that you came across was actually pretty cool.
Let's see if it'll load. My internet hamsters are very slow today. Do they have the where's the multicolor? There it is.
Yeah. There we go. Oh God, those are totally awesome.
Isn't that ridiculous?
That is totally
you got the full Lego brand right there.
Oh my gosh, that's totally cool.
So I just kind of have to because it's my thing. And then I like they have the little Legos on the laces right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got that. Got it on the sides. So yeah. Anyways, that's fun.
Nice.
I'm waiting on the watch. They need to team up. They need to team up with one of the watchmakers. Give me a Lego, like a proper Lego watch, not the one they
good
sell.
Lego watch. Yeah, because the only ones they do are not. They're not great. You need a decent one. Actually, the best one I saw, I did some work for a friend over in Germany fairly recently, and he sent me 2 watches to say thank you as part of the just like, hey, this is appreciated, because he knows what I'm like with my watches. And I kept one, and I gave one to the folks over at Right Time. And it was a Casio oak, and what they've done with it, there's a whole bunch of mods and stuff you can do to these things. But they've taken the all black Casio oak and handed it to an artist and done some pretty awesome stuff on it. Different colors, a whole bunch of just really, really cool stuff. So we sent one of those over, limited and all this kind of shenanigans, but it's just totally cool. Just a really, it's a normal watch that's $50, $100 or whatever. They just really done some pretty fun stuff to it. So it was really nice to get that. It's actually totally cool.
I'm still in love with the Bugatti watch, but I can't pay that.
The Bugatti one?
Oh, it's just because it's a little engine. It's just so cute.
Oh, it is.
It's so cute.
So Emmond, there's another company that does something very similar. There's one of the ones that does the Ferrari stuff as well, the Ferrari V12s and some of the others.
I just find the knockoff. I gotta go to that whatever it was, swissripoff.com or whatever the URL was.
Yeah, be careful on that stuff, because they're actually intercepting a lot of that stuff at the border. CBI is doing a lot of intercepts now on any of that stuff coming in out of the country.
I bought a legitimate pair of shoes out of Holland, and they 4 months in customs.
Yeah.
To prove that they were legit, actually, these shoes and not bootlegs. Yeah.
I think I'm on their radar now because of the other stuff. Because every single thing that's come, surprise. Because every single thing that's come in, I'm getting the DHL. Hey, this is held at customs. You need to fill out this form. You need to do this, or like one of these watches came in, and I got a very nice message from Brenny. He's like, "I'm so freaking sorry." I'm like, no problem at all, because I end up paying like about $150 in inbound taxes or whatever for it. So I'm like, don't freaking worry about it. But it's just like every single thing apparently that's coming over the border. Apparently CBI has just got a freaking flashlight so far at my posterior. It's not even funny. Bless their little cotton socks. I feel like I just want to sneak something across for shits and giggles.
We'll talk offline.
We're ready. I mean, I'm gonna start sending shit to like other people's houses just to see what happens. I'm gonna start sending those.
Don't send that shit to my house. Do not send.
No,
that
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Not the house.
Buddy of mine from out east, he sent me a fucking envelope full of glitter.
Oh, what a dick. That's a dick move.
Send him a box of dicks. There we go. Send him, because you can get a box of glitter dicks and you can get a box of chocolate dicks. Send him a box of chocolate dicks.
I anonymously sent him some drugs and then called the DEA.
Oops.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. That would be funny, but no, I didn't.
Wait, well,
I just took it like a man, cleaned it up.
how do I say this? So somebody from that agency may have reached out about some like interesting stuff, and I just was like, really? That's what you're gonna do with that, huh? Okay.
No, I would never put anybody. That would put somebody's life in danger.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Brian Krebs. He's had a box or two shipped to the house.
Oh yeah, one or two.
No.
Oh,
I
there's
don't
like
think I've
10
ever
keys of
shipped
meth on
anything
his
to
front
somebody.
porch. Get him.
I don't think I've ever shipped anything to somebody that they didn't ask for. You know what I mean?
I got a surprise shipment in the mail. Semi-surprise, mostly because I forgot it was coming. So you know when you do a conference and they give you something for it, right? Sometimes there's a shirt and stuff. Wait till you see this one I just got. You guys are gonna love this. And of course, it's a black hoodie because it's a black hoodie.
That's a black hoodie.
All right, you see that?
Oh my gosh, that's
I like it.
awesome.
That was pretty neat. And it's a nice hoodie. It's got it's that little bit thicker. It's the thicker material. It's kind of got that industrial kind of feel to it a little bit.
Yeah, try this one. It looks cool. I am buggered if I know what the hell I did or who I sponsored or who I said yes to for this one. I got to go back into the Teespring account and go, the hell did I buy or sponsor? We'll figure it out. Oh,
Well, speaking
All
of
right.
sponsored, here you go. So my tea.
up something. You're
Up
all
north.
fuzzy. I got up north.
Up north.
Oh, I can't see that. Oh yeah, up north. You got your fuzzy. When you have that fuzzy on,
I got the
it like
fuzzy filter on.
you have a fuzzy filter. I like your fuzzy filter, but the problem is with your fuzzy filter is it fuzzies out your t-shirt, so it's like up something.
Yeah, you know, it's not quite the Lou Dobbs filter.
That's true.
That poor man, as his career carried on, it just got blurrier and blurrier. It was like at a certain point, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure they just covered the lens in Vaseline. It's just so blurry.
Oh dear.
Did you ever watch him, Evan? Lou Dobbs? You ever catch him?
Yeah.
And just like he was always so blurry. Like,
Yeah. What happened to him? I haven't watched him in a long time.
I think he died.
Did he
Now I gotta
really?
Google it.
Uh-oh.
Lou Dobbs. Nope. He's still kicking. He's 75 years old. He retired in 2021.
Really?
Oh no way.
Yep. So he hung up his hat at 75 years old. Well, he had the commentary show. He had stopped doing the regular desk and he had gone to the commentary show.
Yeah.
Well, I had next week's episode, but I kind of want to do Jeopardy. So how about we do Jeopardy next week?
Yeah, I got the game all set up for you, man.
All right. Well, let's do this. So we'll call this one a mulligan. We needed to chat. Evan wanted to be quiet on the show for some reason, so he was.
No. He's
No,
rebuilding.
it got started off with you guys chatting, and I thought it was
Sorry.
too good. You know, I don't want. Yeah, just let the chat continue, man. Sometimes you don't want to get in the way. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know. I'm an ADD squirrel. Just jump in front of me and go, stop.
Same. I'm not going to dispute that one. It's like, yeah.
Sometimes you just have to jump in front and go, stop. But yeah, I like this. I'm really excited that we're gonna be in person together soon. 3 of us.
I know. 3 weeks. That's it's
Last time the
crazy.
3 of us were in the same room together was at BurrCon.
Yeah, that's right. That was really brief too.
4 years ago, and we spent all of like 7.5 minutes together.
Yeah, was it that long ago?
Something like that, yeah. Because they canceled.
Because it was
This year's a wash, and then last year they canceled. So
Yeah.
maybe 3 years ago.
And it was and I did the one the year before, and then the one year before that. I did the two. Yeah, holy smoke, good grief. Oh wow, yeah, this will be nice. It'll be good.
Yeah, we'll break bread.
Let me know. I've obviously got the Blantons, so that'll be coming along for all the obvious reasons. Let me know what else. I mean, you know the stuff I've got. I can either stick the 48 in, or I can stick the 120 in. Actually, we kind of need a bit of a head count as to like who's coming and who's not. We got to get a general idea as to who's turning up. Basically, how much alcohol I need to bring.
We want to do a Survey Monkey. Just blast it out on the Twitter and blast it out on the LinkedIn. Do a Survey Monkey.
Yeah, I like that idea. Do that and say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is where we're going to be, and come along and let us know, because we'll cater the alcohol probably.
Yeah.
Evan, what can I bring for you, sir?
Shit Show Con. Okay, John. I like this. We could maybe do that.
Evan, what do you want me to bring?
No, I'm good, man. I got my wife, my bike, my truck. That's about all I need.
Chris, you can bring smoked meat. The way to Evan's heart is through slowly smoked meat.
I could bring my smoker and we could smoke meat.
Oh, I'll make ribs. I'll make ribs. I'll make all kinds of ribs. We should smoke some meat. I'll bring a smoker too. Shit.
Well, I mean, the nice thing about Nebraska, and especially where we're going to be, is Jesse knows where all the good butchers and stuff like that. So we're going to have no shortage of raw materials. And worst case scenario, we can just hop a fence, dog something on the head, and just drag it across to the. We can leave an IOU. We'll probably have to be civilized about it, but I'm pretty sure we can tow it behind one of the trucks.
I like the idea of smoking some meat. That's
yeah.
We're
staying until like what? We're staying until Sunday.
Right.
Yeah, well, I think that was the idea, was to basically spend the weekend. I like the idea.
Yes, and I don't know about you, Ed, but I find smoking meat to be a very peaceful experience.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I will have to learn that art. That is one that I do not know. So I will ply you with alcohol and with non-alcoholic beverages, and I will sit and watch on the smoky things.
Absolutely. Deal. We're gonna smoke meat. I'm gonna make ribs.
Tell you what, if you're gonna do that, here's what I'll do. I'll bring pies. I'll bring desserts. I've got a bloody good line on like all sorts of fun yummy desserts. No, I have no clue what I'm driving out in, but I'll make sure it has enough space to bring decent desserts and alcohol, obviously. So I'll make sure that's covered fairly well. Does anybody have any glutinous-based allergies or anything else along those lines? Because if so,
vegetables. I'm highly allergic to vegetables.
Okay, that's good, because that makes two of us. So that's easy. So dead animal, potatoes, and fruit covered in sugar and pastries. This we can do.
Yep, highly allergic.
I like this.
I think Evan shares the allergy. I don't know if I've ever seen Evan eat a vegetable.
Well, let's put some on my plate this morning, or this for dinner. And I was like, "What is this?" And she's like, "Well, you need to eat that." I'm like, "I don't want to eat that." She said, "Well, you're going to eat that." I'm like, "Oh, bitch."
Yep. I've shared experience. Although in my house we compromised on the V8 Fusion. It's the like fruit vegetable blend. It tastes like fruit. It doesn't taste like veggies.
How much extra sugar do they put in that thing? That's my only concern with that stuff.
She doesn't let me do that. No, it's all the pure 100 yada.
Oh,
so
okay, got it.
Whatever is good stuff present is
good. Okay, because there's some of those are scary. I mean, it's like drinking. It's some of that stuff's just like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the sugar offsets all the nutrients.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm liking this idea. Yeah, this will be fun. We got a little bit of time to plan it, so we'll figure it all out. We might be in a different RV. Who the heck knows? Actually, no, probably won't be at that point. You know what? Who knows? We'll turn up in whatever the heck.
Well, and we'll do this in the next. So this week's goal, and I'm happy to take ownership because I know we've all got full plates. I can get a Survey Monkey spun up, get it to you guys. We push it out through the social channels.
Yeah.
Or push it out through the YouTube or whatever. to our chat group and see what people say, and then we can plan kind of accordingly from there. I'll also take a swing at a code of conduct.
You can use that one I have as a baseline if you want. Yeah, Brett.
Oh, that's right. You wrote a good one. Yeah. We'll just that's the code of conduct. We'll just copy paste that over.
Yeah, grab that one I put together. The only other thing I would add on there is we will have ammo, but if you're going to end up shooting like a flipping gangster movie, bring your own. I'll probably go out with, I don't know. I mean, I've got 5,000 or 10,000 rounds. I'll probably bring out with me something like that. So, we'll figure it out from there.
5.56.
I'll have a fair quantity of that. Yeah. The only thing I'm going to have limited amounts on is probably the liqueur stuff. Just because A, it's expensive, and B, I don't have a huge amount of it. But like 5.56 and other things, we'll bring out a sufficient.
Gun safety, obviously, like.
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, yeah.
No drinking and shooting. We don't do that. We shoot, then we drink.
Yep. Yeah, normal stuff. I mean, that's if anybody's going to be there, and Jesse will insist on it.
Look, I believe that every person that listens to this and every person that attends every night is a reasonable, well-balanced human being. I want to make that assumption.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a nice way of looking at it.
Stats tell me that one of y'all, and I don't know who it is, but one of y'all is a fucking problem waiting to happen. So
exactly, yeah. One of you licked too many windows and ate too many crayons. We still love you.
Too many windows in freaking Chernobyl.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. So yeah, that's no, that's true. And Jesse, that's one of those things. That's one of those things he will be.
I'm insanely rigid about that, especially if my wife's around. Like we're all just going to behave ourselves because.
There's zero tolerance and there's zero tolerance, and especially, I mean,
and I'm all for I'm all for some thermite and some tannerite and some and we can I've duck and weaved a piece of shrapnel in my day, right? Like it's all good, but
I still got shit in my shins.
You didn't move quick enough.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. Rugby, football with grenades is really not an advocated pastime. We have hit the top of the hour, guys. Actually, we went past the top of the hour. How did we manage to get 2 hours out? This is nice. I enjoyed this. Thank you.
Well, Evan, I wish you would have talked more, but I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Yeah, man. You know me. I'll talk when it's necessary. You guys, it's fun to listen. One of my favorite things to do, by the way, in the whole world, where I live in a small town, and probably 2 blocks away to the west is an elementary school. And then about 2 blocks to the east is another elementary school. My favorite sound in the whole world is just to sit out there and listen to the kids play.
Mm.
I mean, from my backyard. It's kind of the same thing when a lot of times when you listen to a couple of buddies just talking, you just want to listen, just take it in, and
okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
So no, this was really, really good for me. I didn't need to say anything.
Thank you.
Soon.
Well, you guys get a good night's rest. Stop fucking around. Get your shit done. I mean, seriously, we got a whole fucking industry to fix.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Right? You hear me, Doc?
I'm pushing.
Yeah, me too, man.
The turd gets
I learned how to use
HubSpot.
I learned how to use HubSpot, man. That's
I know. I'm proud of you, by the way.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you because I know how much of a interference in the flow that is.
Yeah.
Yep. And I respect and appreciate. Trust me, I've been BCCing and this and that. I'm like, wait, you got to remember to do this now. You got to remember to stop what you're doing to do the thing you need to be doing to show what you're doing. So I get the.
Well, I've just been shooting emails like out of HubSpot. itself.
No. Do you have you got to get the plugin for Outlook, and then you can just do it all directly from Outlook. You don't even have to go into HubSpot.
I like doing it from HubSpot because then I can watch the scoreboard.
Okay, all right. Well, you can do that in Outlook too. You should get the plugin.
It's like midway through the day when I've got more activity than Justin does. It's kind of fun. And then I know he goes in there and sees, oh shit, Heaven's beat me, and then he just throws a whole bunch of crap in there. It's fun.
That's funny.
He's doing things. I like it. We're moving quick.
I think I've talked to or reached out to maybe 15 state CISOs in the last couple of days.
Nice.
Yeah. And I just want to have conversations, man. You know how, I mean, that's one of the things too, Chris, I'm hoping, I'm praying that there's some way that we can work together, a little more formally. And I think you'd find it like refreshing, right? You could exhale because you're not going to be, I was talking to John today, Harmon, and I'm like, I feel so bad because you got like all this shit and you go into these like the right expectations and then you become marketing's bitch.
Yep.
And that's where I'm like, I
hate that.
This is
more than that, man.
Well, that's why I'm like, I sat there. I mean, this is why I think this is why it's hit me hard. This is why because I'm like, having gone through similar stuff with the Tebow folks, I'm like, I went into this eyes wide open, asked all the questions, asked more questions, asked cross examination questions. And I'm like, okay, this sounds good. Looks, smells, sounds. Oh yeah, I'm like, okay. And then the first few weeks it felt good because they actually got somebody in to help basically build up the strategy. What's marketing strategy, what's the messaging, how we're doing it, and then that just kind of fizzled out and disappeared. And then all of a sudden it's been, and then it was like, well, we need you to do this, and can you do this? And then the stuff happened, and I'm like, I took it. I mean, it made me feel literally ill. Because then that happened, then like 2 hours later, phone call with the mother. But and I mean, I'm like, and now I'm looking at myself. I'm looking in the mirror, going, "What have I done?" Because I'm like, I don't want to hop in and hop out. It just feels so fucking wrong. Because now I'm looking at it. I look at it, going, do I take a different tact? Can I repair it? This is almost like a marriage conversation. Having done that 3 times. I don't want to go through that again without putting, more than just a fair amount of effort in. And I feel like it this way. And I'm like, okay. But then the other side of me is like, Jesse was a perfect example. He's like, they just played their card. He's like, now you actually see. And I'm like, but I spent 2.5 months. Yeah, I did due diligence. And I'm like, am I not doing it right? Am I doing the right things? Am I asking them? And it's, I'm second guessing myself in and out of every single damn scenario, which is why I'm like, and this is why last night I had to take that step back and go, what am I actually grateful for? Because this isn't it. What am I grateful for?
Well, and you got the story. So Evan will tell you the first time I met him, I didn't buy it. I couldn't. People aren't made this way. What the hell? Yeah. Right? So I basically walked away going, that's adorable. That guy's an amazing social engineer. And he's so full of shit, I can smell it 10 miles away because there's no way it could be true. Right? I just couldn't believe it. You got sold a bill of goods to get you on board. Standard practice. I'm going to tell you whatever you need to hear so that I get the benefit that I'm seeking. Right. And I'm guessing that you asked all the right questions and were given the answers that they believed to be the ones that would be most pleasing to your ears. Right. And I'm sorry, because that's bullshit. And I think you will navigate this. And I think the industry as a whole will be better because of it, because you will take the high road. You will dig for that integrity and find a way to strike a balance between what it is that they want and their approach. This goes back to don't be the department of no, be the department of how. Fine,
Right.
yes, but. Okay, I'll play that game, but under these rule sets, not those rule sets.
And so now then the challenge becomes, and this has unfortunately been the last month and change, is I don't want every single day to have to go to battle just to maintain ground.
Fair.
I can't be the one with the finger in the dike 24/7 by 365 for this. And I think that's where I had a conversation with Jen. And what I want to do is go back to basically day one and say, this is what I signed up for, and this is, and within the first month, this is how we were playing. This is how we were doing this. This is the logic. What's changed?
Mm-hmm.
And be very upfront and say, look, what's changed? I don't want the bill of goods, because guess what? You showed a set of cards that were nothing like this. What's changed? Because if it is something that is, well, strategy changed, well, you better let me know about that. And by the way, where is that strategy written down, and why did it change, and who changed it? And if the rules have changed, then we need to have a conversation. If there's more pressure for, we have to have more of this, I get it. You've just taken a serious chunk of money, 40 million. And if the rules have had to change because of that, I get it. You can't be warm and fuzzy. But that's not how I came on board. And therefore, you got to be upfront with me. This is honesty and integrity time. If you've changed the rules without telling me that the rules have changed, then we've got to have a conversation. If the rules haven't changed and we're misinterpreting them somewhere along the lines, then that's a different conversation. But yeah, it's I think honestly my biggest concern is, a week and a half ago, I spun up a community. There's 215 in, there's 600-700 people waiting to come in. There's a community of people that just got kicked off the ground. I would love that community to have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 person voice to effect change. And I can't do that if the organization behind it isn't on board, if that makes sense.
It does.
So,
I have every confidence you will navigate this and things will come out good. And selfishly, of course, I want you on team win, right?
Yeah. No, and so that's, I got to, and again, I sat down and I had a long conversation about this type of a conversation. And I, dear LinkedIn people, hey, guess what? I'm doing this that's going to be a hard conversation to have. And how the hell do I tell, hey, by the way, everybody that's just joined into the InfoSec leader community, hey, by the way, the rules changed, and therefore this is what's happened. I will have those conversations should I have to have them, but I want to make sure all ducks are in a row, shall we say? Does that make sense?
Of course it does.
Because that's not going to be a fun conversation, and it's not going to be a fun conversation for anybody, to be perfectly honest. So I want to, and it's going to be rough, and especially there was a lot of hoo-ha about me jumping on and joining. And unfortunately, you're right. The hoo-ha was because guess who's joining? I don't like thinking that way because I don't like admitting, shall we say, that I have the presence I have. I hate that because that's a
different issue though. That's a different issue. You're uncomfortable with your power. I get it.
Yeah, and so it's an interesting one. So I'm trying to. I don't want to say
over a bourbon and the smell of gun smoke. We will deeply unpack that. I'm looking forward to having a meaningful, intimate conversation about self-image over a little bit of bourbon and some gun smoke.
Gosh, oh my gosh.
Doesn't that sound like a good time? It's going to be a blast for me.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I am really freaking looking forward to it. It's going to be.
All right, so Evan, bacon. meat
I like
stick,
bacon. Yeah.
jerky. If you had to
I'm not a
choose,
jerky. You're a jerky.
I am a jerk. If you had to choose a smoked meat, what should the fans bring as a smoked meat option? Is it jerky? Is it meat sticks? I really like meat sticks.
Oh, what kind of meat to bring?
Yeah, they should.
Just don't
Everybody
bring,
should
like-
bring some kind of smoked meat.
Oh, if you know how to do brisket, man, you know that's.
Well, it's going in the survey. Do you know how to smoke meat? Is going to be one of the questions. And if so, are you willing to smoke some meat? Right, because depending on how many people come, we're going to need to eat. We're going to have to feed some people.
That is true. Yeah.
Figure that
By the
out.
way, we do need people to bring potatoes as well. We need somebody to bring potatoes
For the
and
gun
condiments.
or for eating?
For eating with the meat. You need roughage with the meat. So you do need like the odd potato or two thrown in, mashed or otherwise.
All right. Well,
And no, mashed potato doesn't come out of a box either. I don't care if we're in the middle of damn Nebraska. Mashed potato comes from a potato.
There's
out of a
only
box.
one way to consume potato with your smoked meat, and that is in a fried French format.
No, see, okay, no, comfort food, mashed
You
potatoes.
want some
comfort.
scallops? You want some scallop potato?
No, I want mashed.
You want good old fashioned
Seriously,
mash?
I want mashed. I want just good old mashed potato with a
I'll
bit
tell
of
you
cream,
what.
bit of milk, salt and pepper.
I'll have Amy make the mashed potatoes, and you will have an experience.
All right, deal. I'll bring pies. I've got desserts pretty well. Well, depends on how many people. We'll figure out dessert. Let's just put
All
it
right.
that
Well,
way.
I'm going to put the survey together tomorrow. I'll get it out
Cool.
to you guys. We'll get it socialized over the next week or so. Run it for, I don't know, a week and a half, collect the data. That'll be the decision point. And then we'll compensate with a, I don't know, 5% variance.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this. I'll probably put it up on LinkedIn as well, just for giggles, and just say, hey, look, all are welcome, but bring smoked meat or mashed potatoes and ammo.
Right. And, you know, a good attitude. Bring a good
Yeah, there we go. A good attitude.
Come
Alcohol will be
Yeah, leave your
supplied.
drama.
I'll have.
I'm tired of fucking drama.
Say what?
No drama. No
Yeah,
drama.
no, drama-free zone. And legit, one quality of my wife I love is if I look at her and I say that needs to not happen now, she'll just handle that for us. She has no problem, zero problem letting you know that whatever you're doing not working. You need to fix that like now.
Well, you guys haven't met Jesse either. Jesse will not pull punches. I mean,
See, this is what I like is I have a feeling the majority of us are going to be like, yo, we're going to have a blast. And if you, and the line is broad and far, but if you step over it, that's your ass.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the lake is deep and long.
Yep. Like, all right, it's bedtime. You got to go. I got to go. Evan has got to probably work for the next 10 hours.
I want to get a couple of things done, but I'm going to do my stuff tonight. I'm not actually going to work tonight. I'm doing meetings.
You know what I'm doing right now, man? I'm actually entering, since we mentioned HubSpot.
Are you HubSpotting?
He can't help himself.
Yeah, I'm sending my emails for tomorrow. I'm emailing the CISO for
I swear.
for the state of Louisiana.
I was for like a week. I almost felt bad that I didn't work like Evan works, and then I realized I can't. That's not. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
That's not me. I can work really hard, but it's just you impress me, Ev. You're an amazing dude, and you impress me, and I love the way that you see the world. And I'm seriously stoked to read your document because I can't wait to like look and see how much I agree or disagree with so I can talk to you about it. Because I read the damn thing, I highlighted it, I went through with a fine-tooth comb. And I'm like, ooh, I wonder what his thoughts are going to be on this.
Yeah, they're interesting. That's for sure.
I like it.
I hope I'll have that done relatively soon.
Nice.
What's that?
All right, gentlemen, I love you.
Love you too, you guys. Thank you, and thanks to everybody listening. Totally awesome, Dale. Thanks for all of the directions and shenanigans. Yeah, this will be cool. This will be good. Thank you, guys. Have a good, safe evening.
You two hit me up offline on your needs and supports and things. Okay.
Totally. Thank
All
you.
right. Love you guys.
Take care, guys.
Bye.